So if you come to Cedar Point a lot and you happen to be a platinum pass holder or a gold pass holder, then you get a great perk. And that perk is early entry into the park. You get 1 hour to come into the park where you get select rides open. Now, when you come to early entry, you need a plan of attack because early entry used to be dead, right?
Right, yes.
And I know this year in 2022, they got rid of Maverick from the early entry. And I know a lot of people were upset about that. But they have Gatekeeper, that way. They have Valraven, Magnum, Iron Dragon, and did I say Millennium? I don't know if I said Millennium.
And Millennium.
But those are the early entry rides. Now normally, and plus some small rides, like antique cars, I think, and then some thrill rides like Max Air.
Yeah.
So the roller coasters, 5 roller coasters, and then select other rides, and then some kiddie rides.
Yeah.
It's about 9:15 in the morning. Early entry's been going for about 15 minutes, and we're in the park right by Gatekeeper. So we're going to see how much someone can get done for early entry. Also, Max Air is a non-coaster early entry ride.
They have some non-coaster early entry.
So, hello. So we're gonna see how much you can get done. It used to be early entry, you could get like a million things done. Right now, Gatekeeper is a walk-up, so that's a good sign so far. So early entry is from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., 1 hour before the park opens. That's the time frame Cedar Point gives you, which is an hour is actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of other parks that have early entry, sometimes it's just like a half an hour. And sometimes early entry, you get in, but you just get in a little early and they don't really open things.
Yeah.
So this is actually a really great early entry park. Okay, we're gonna get a Zen ride on this side. We're getting a Zen ride. Woo! So that was a Zen side.
Yeah, there's nobody on our side of the train.
If you don't know what a Zen ride is when you're on a roller coaster and you're the only person on the entire train. You or your group. So that's considered a Zen ride. So since Gatekeeper has 2 different sides, we were the only people on our side.
Yeah.
So we call it a Zen side.
But a lot of people like to hate on Gatekeeper. I don't know why. I think Gatekeeper is a lot of fun. It's not Steel Vengeance or anything, but I enjoy it. I have fun on it.
If it was at most parks, it would be one of their top one of their top coasters. We're gonna go from ride to ride. Each ride that we see that's open, because we're gonna try to get on as much
rides as we can for early.
And you guys are coming along with us. Max Air was fun. So it's 9:30. We've been on 2 rides. Now we did stop and get our fast lanes, which we're not allowed to use for early entry. But we did stop, so that took a little bit of the time. We're heading over to Valraven now. Basically, we're just going to go, ride to ride? That we see.
Go towards like the back of the park. We go to each ride on the way. So yeah, like we started at Gatekeeper, Max Air. Now we're going to Valraven.
And just try to get as much in.
As much as possible.
And now if you come for early entry, you might see rides going.
Yeah.
Like right now you see Raptor going. So you might say, it's open.
Go ride Raptor because it's open. But you might notice that there's no one on it, and that's because we're testing it. And it's not actually open. Raptor opens at 10 o'clock along with everything else that is not part of the cruise.
Well, actually, I think Gemini opens at 11.
Yeah, Gemini.
But they have to run test trains in the morning, and that is why every roller coaster isn't open for early entry, because they have to do pre-openings.
Yeah. And Steel Vengeance takes a while to get open, so that's the reason why Steel Vengeance isn't an early entry ride.
Yeah, they don't have enough. We were told they don't have enough carpenters to go through and check all the wood in the morning for Steel Vengeance, so that's why that can't be open for early entry. But right around the corner here is Val Raven. Ride number 3 of the morning.
Oh, and another thing to see is we always get assigned to row 2 on Val Raven every single time. And I always want the front row because front row is really the only good row on Val Raven.
And I don't like front row that much because I'm scared of heights.
But we'll see if we get front row this time. But we've gotten row 2 the past like 10 million times.
God, I hope not. Row 2. Row 2.
Row 1.
Oh, there's a little bit of a line.
Val Raven's definitely a front row ride.
Little bit of a line up there. Okay, decision time in real time. 30-minute wait. Are we gonna bother waiting for it? It actually...
20 minutes.
Okay, are we skipping and going back?
I guess we'll see.
We're skipping.
So, this is not a ride we're doing for early.
So if we get back and get on Millennium, then we'll probably just get 3 rides in for early entry, which isn't that great. But there goes Val Raven. People that did decide to ride it. Just a quick shout out. Sometimes we come to the park here and people that watch our channel, some people that are subscribers, some people that have just watched a couple videos, they'll come up and say hi. And you know, we really appreciate that. We really like when people come up and say hi and get to interact a little bit and see the people that are watching our videos, and makes things a little bit more personal, I guess,
yeah.
Right? So that's always nice. So if you're watching this, feel free to come up and say hi. But one thing, if we're recording, maybe wait till we're done recording and then come up and say hi. Now back to the regularly scheduled program. Iron Dragon is an early entry ride. Do you think that is something that we should partake in?
I think if it has a short line, then maybe.
If it's got a short line, Iron Dragon going right there. And a little tip for Iron Dragon, since fast lane does not work for early entry, Iron Dragon is open for early entry, but is one of the 2 coasters in the park that doesn't have a fast lane entrance. This and Mine Ride are the only 2. So if you see it and want to ride it, either you enjoy it or need the credit and you're just here or whatever. If you see it with a short line like this, a station wait for early entry, then ride it, because this can get
a long line, and yeah, it does not have a fast lane.
So yeah, a little tip, go ahead and ride it for early entry. You will not regret it, or you will regret it. Ride number 4 for
Iron Dragon.
For EE. And it's 9:43 now, so early entry ends shortly. We'll count as long as we're in line.
Yeah.
We don't have to ride it necessarily before 10 o'clock. But we'll get in line for Millennium, and this will definitely be our last ride for early entry. Now, you see this long line for early entry. I miss the old days. The old days, Millennium early entry, you'd get on how many times in a row?
We've gone on 3-4 times in a row. I mean, we can get on a ton of times in a row.
At the station where you exit?
Yeah, in just early entry.
Yeah. The station where you exit, there's a door that you can leave and go to the exit to like leave the ride altogether. Or there's a door that takes you into the queue again.
Yeah.
In the old ye days, you used to be able to ride for early entry and there would be no one in line, so they would let you cut through.
Let you cut through, and then you can access the ride quick without having to go all the way out and come back in the queue.
So that's how you were able to just really marathon it. So we used to marathon this thing sometimes in the
good
morning.
Old early entry days.
The good old days, but this is not the good old days anymore. Because this is probably about a 20-minute wait right now. We were just about to get on, and it started to drizzle, and I literally just said, because of the rain, I bet they're going to have to transfer a train off. And about 2 seconds after that,
yeah,
they said, oh, we're going to transfer a train. They got the train transferred off, and then, but we're still going to count this as early entry ride because, like we said, as soon as we got in line and we made it like close to here, because it's after early entry right now.
Yeah.
It's after 10.
Listen, it's so quiet in here.
It's very quiet in here. Everyone is being very quiet. No one's allowed to talk.
But good thing is that we get banana now. And banana train is the best train.
It's scientifically faster.
Yeah.
Yellow is the fastest color. It's scientifically proven.
Yeah.
Millennium is behind those trees. It's 10:19, so early entry's just been done for 19 minutes. But that's not bad though.
No.
A rundown on what we did again.
We did Gatekeeper. We did Max there. We almost did Bowery, but we did not. We did Millennium.
And Iron Dragon. We hope that was at least entertaining. Lets you know, maybe informative, lets you know what you can get on.
Yeah, what you can expect from early entry.
Yeah, so if it was good, go ahead and do all the things that you know to do for every YouTube channel, including ours. You like it, you subscribe to it, you comment on it, and he's back there having a seizure. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Out of all the videos you can be watching on YouTube, you chose ours, and we appreciate that. Thank you. So we will see you guys next time on Beach Cliff Studios.